guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes Raw Review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome Raw review for the viewers at home today on one of the most highly anticipated yet polarizing muscle building supplements from our good friends at Australian supplement company Creation Supplements. It is, of course, TurkePure in the house. Let's get straight into it. Tell you guys exactly what's in it. Tell you exactly what it's gonna do. Luckily, we got ourselves a big ass nutritional information panel appearing on screen at the moment. We're about to go deep in this Creation Supplements TurkePure. Starting from the top, we got ourselves servings per tub, 60 serves, and a serving size is 1 scoop. So there's 60 scoops, it's 1 scoop per serve. You're gonna get 61 scoop serves in each and every tub of this Creation TurkePure. In terms of what the 1 scoop, which weighs approximately 1 gram, in terms of what each scoop is made up of, it is a 50-50 split of 500 milligrams of pure pharmaceutical grade 10% extract turkesterone blended with 500 milligrams of cluster dextrin, the registered trademarked version of highly branched cyclic dextrin. This is something Creation are known for doing, is taking these raw ingredients and combining them with cluster dextrin in particular to improve absorption and improve mixability and digestibility and all of those things that you want that active ingredient to be able to get into your bloodstream as efficiently as possible. It is 100% active ingredients, as we've come to expect from Creation. 0 flavors, 0 sweeteners, no colors, no stabilizers. It is pure. That is why it's called TurkePure. 500 milligrams of turkesterone, 500 milligrams of cluster dextrin. In terms of these 2 ingredients, so let's start with turkesterone, because this is effectively, it's a turkesterone supplement. That's why it's called TurkePure. The 500 milligrams of 10% extract turkesterone. Turkesterone is a naturally occurring plant hormone. It has the theory, and the anecdote that supports the theory, is that it's going to help increase protein synthesis. It's going to help increase lipid and carbohydrate metabolism, which will help with body composition, and it's going to help increase strength. The reason why this is a very polarizing supplement is because the science has yet to catch up to the anecdote. So when you speak to people who have used turkesterone, you're gonna get a mixed bag of results. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit later what my personal experience with this particular type of turkesterone, the TurkePure, is personally, because I've been using it for a whole bunch of time now. But it's polarizing because some people love it and they think it's one of the best muscle builders they've ever used. Other people, they're like, the science is not there, it doesn't support it. How are we supposed to know if this is gonna work? I've used it, I don't think it did much for me. So that's kind of why it's a little bit polarizing. But that is the theory behind turkesterone. Real cool, we do actually have a supplement simplified article specifically on turkesterone. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description box down below for those of you who want to go have a little bit more of a read. And you can kind of dive into the studies that have been done. No human studies just yet, all on animals, but you can kind of, I guess, take a deep dive into the theory if you're interested in learning more. That's the turkesterone component. The other component is the cluster dextrin. This is, of course, registered trademarked, highly branched cyclic dextrin. It does a bunch of things when it's used as highly branched cyclic dextrin. It's not used as highly branched cyclic dextrin in this particular supplement. So I'm not going to dive into how it passes through your digestive tract and gets into the bloodstream, because it doesn't really matter. What it's in the TurkePure for is to help improve the solubility of turkesterone, to help improve the digestibility of turkesterone, and effectively get more of the turkesterone into the bloodstream, which is where you need it to do all of these things that the theory say turkesterone is going to do. And that's really all there is to this supplement. Pure, pharmaceutical grade, nothing you don't want, everything you do want, as we've come to expect from Creation. In terms of how it tastes, how it mixes, It is, well, creations say it's unflavored. We'll get into how it tastes in a second, but there are no flavors to kind of go through and rank and any of that sort of thing. We do have the infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test about to go down for you guys. So I've got my MJ shaker here. I've got my double wall glass ready to go. And I actually have my personal tub of TurkePure down here. So this is one I'm working on at the moment. So the first thing that I will say to you guys is there's no actual directions on here with how much liquid to use. So it literally says, mix 1 to 2 scoops of TurkePure in water or any beverage of your choice and consume at the same time of day every day. So what I've done is I've gone 200 mils in here because that's really going to allow me to explain how the product tastes to you guys. 200 mils in my MJ shaker. And we're gonna go, you know what? We're really gonna push this to the limit. I'm gonna go two scoops of the TurkePure. The one thing I will say is, as we've come to expect from Creation, their scoops are pretty much bang on. So a level scoop in here, which looks like, let me show you guys, looks like that, is pretty much bang on 1 gram. It's a little bit over, I think it's like 1.05 grams, but pretty much bang on 1 gram. So that is what you're looking for when you're looking for one full serve, which is 1 gram per scoop. So I'm gonna take 2 of these scoops. I'm gonna drop them in my MJ shaker here. Like that. Pop the lid on. Give a few flicks of the wrist and show you guys how it mixes and refresh my memory on how this TurkePure, unflavored, supposedly, tastes. All right, let me show you guys this real quick. As you can see, it does mix pretty well. There's a little bit of froth that goes on in here. I can tell you guys, because I have tried it personally, it doesn't mix very well in a glass with a spoon. So I'm gonna go so far as to say Turbo Ball is required for this Creation Supplements TurkePure. Let me refresh my memory on how this unflavored tastes. Look, it's definitely not unflavored. Let's go with it's the natural flavor of the turkesterone. We know that clusterdextrin doesn't have a flavor at all. So the flavor that I'm experiencing, that you guys will experience, is from the turkesterone. And I will tell you guys, it's earthy. It's a very kind of like earthy, I don't want to say herby because it's not really herby. Let's just go with earthy. It's extremely bitter. It's bitter and earthy, the two experiences that I get when I'm taking this TurkePure. And it's very strong. So even though Creation say it's unflavored, it's not unflavored. It just doesn't have a flavor on top of the natural flavors that are going on. That being said, if you are going to mix it in with, let's say, like a morning superfood shake or some creatine, some glutamine, whenever you decide to take the TurkePure, that flavor is going to dominate whatever you mix it with. So just be prepared. It is very earthy and it is extremely bitter. It's definitely not quote unquote unflavored. It just doesn't have a flavor to it in addition to the natural flavor of the turkesterone. In terms of the effects, this is what you guys are tuning in to this raw review for. Let me explain my personal experience with this particular supplement, TurkePure, because I did some beta testing for Creation with TurkePure before it was TurkePure, just to kind of test and provide feedback and whatnot. So I started using TurkePure towards the end of my prep for my Men's Physique Pro debut at the start of 2022. So I used it for the last 8 weeks of that prep, and I put it in, and it was a really good test because when I'm that deep into a prep, when I'm that close to a show, my variables are, there's no variables, right? My diet's on point, my training's on point, my sleep is on point, my cardio is like everything is on point. So because there were no variables to kind of put the TurkePure on top of what I was already doing, I was going to be able to see exactly what effect it had. And for me, huge impact on strength. I mean, it was ridiculous that my strength was increasing during the last 8 weeks of that prep, where usually what I'm used to experiencing when I get closer to a show, definitely last 8 weeks of prep, is my strength. If it plateaus, that's amazing. Most of the time, my strength is going to decrease as I get leaner and as I get closer to a show. With the TurkePure in the mix, my strength increased as I got leaner and as I got closer to a show. So at that point, I was like, wow, this turkesterone is really doing wonders for me as I lead into the show. So I used it for the last 8 weeks, very, very happy with it. And then post-show, I take a lot of my supplements out and just kind of give my body a little bit of a rest. And so I did that with the TurkePure as well. I said, no, I'm just going to put this to the side. I'm going to take 3 months or so off a lot of my supplements and whatnot. And then I brought it back into the mix in August and September. So I've had it back in the mix almost 3 months now. And obviously I'm not prepping at the moment. So I'm back in a caloric surplus. I'm back in a performance phase. I'm back in a growth phase. And same effect once again is as soon as I put the turkesterone back in, as soon as I put the TurkePure back in, the noticeable increase in strength was even better, as you would expect, was even better than the last 8 weeks of that prep when I first used it, because I got more calories now, I've got more to recover with, I've got more to build muscle with, I've got more to improve strength with outside of the turkesterone itself. So for me personally, I notice a massive effect on increase in strength. I notice a massive effect in strength gains when I'm taking TurkePure as opposed to when I'm not taking TurkePure. I know the theory behind it is it increases protein synthesis, it improves lipid and carbohydrate metabolism, so it's going to change your body composition. Kind of hard for me, to be honest, to kind of say, yeah, I felt that or I didn't feel that. For me, it's just the strength. The strength is the biggest effect that I've personally experienced when I've been taking the TurkePure. So far as the side effects are concerned, guys, no side effects whatsoever, no effects on mood, no effect on hunger levels, digestion, anything like that. I really haven't noticed any side effects at all using the TurkePure. And in terms of stackability, it's non-hormonal, which is really important. It means you can stack it with hormone-based supplements, test boosters, estrogen blockers. You can stack it with other non-hormonal muscle builders like a LaxoPure from Creation Supplements, a laxogenin-based supplement. Incredibly versatile, incredibly stackable. There's nothing that you need to be worried about that you can't stack it with. And then what does it compare to? The interesting thing with TurkePure is at this point in time, it still is the only powdered version turkesterone supplement on the market. So it really doesn't compare to anything. All the other turkesterone supplements are capsule form. They're not using any kind of delivery system like a clusterdextrin to improve absorbability, to improve solubility. I guess they don't have to because they're in capsule. But it really doesn't compare to anything because it is still now the only powdered version turkesterone supplement on the market. Who is it best for? So this is an interesting question. Because it's non-hormonal, it can be used regardless of your gender. So it's perfectly fine for both men and women. Also, because it's non-hormonal, you can use it at any age as well. So it's not like, a test booster or an estrogen blocker. We're kind of like, no, wait until you're in your late 20s, early 30s before you go and mess around with hormone supplements. It's completely non-hormonal. So it can be used by men and women of all ages. I think it's going to be most beneficial for those of you looking, obviously, to increase strength, right? If strength progression is important to you, I think using a turkesterone supplement like TurkePure, you're going to notice incredible effects like I personally did, and I can talk from personal experience in that regard. I think on that journey, if you're trying to recomp, so if you're trying to improve your body composition, build a little bit more muscle, reduce a little bit more body fat, and your diet and your training regime aligns with that, with your body recomposition goals, I think TurkePure, just through, if nothing else, just through increasing strength and the muscle gain that's going to come along with that, is going to assist in that regard as well. But I really think if you're looking to get stronger, if you're looking to boost your strength from a performance perspective, from an aesthetic perspective, from a pure strength perspective, TurkePure should definitely be a supplement that you take a closer look at and consider adding to your supplement stack. Last but not least, guys, in terms of price and value for money, you're looking in the Australian marketplace at $99.95 for 60 serves, and it's 1 to 2 scoops per day. So if you are taking the 2 serves per day, it's going to last you a month. So you're looking at $99.95 per month. Or if you want to break it down per scoop, it's about $1.67 per serve. It actually makes it one of the best value for money turkesterone supplements on the market at this point in time. So guys, if you are interested in boosting strength and you're interested in trying one of the most polarizing muscle building supplements in the history of supplements, you've got to take a closer look at TurkePure. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the MJ Fitness YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, your desktop PC, your smart TV, and whatever other device that you are watching this video on, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to all these new Raw reviews and everything else we've got happening here on the channel. Guys, that is MassiveJoes Raw review on the all-new TurkePure Pure Turkesterone supplement from Creation Supplements. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.